Great and beautiful morning and evening to you at this moment. Welcome to 444 edition of InvestData Trading Academy live with Ambrose. Yes, today is the first meeting for the new month, and I'll tell you that the market across the globe are looking southward. And after the month of July, have changed the fundamentals and also on the sentiment and perception for the market. The month of on a negative note. I'll tell you that data that matter from different mature economy from US, from China, and also it's also playing on the market. Even as speaking now, Asia market is looking what southward as a result of what trading what is happening in US market as at yesterday. This morning, I think that this disappointing earnings that came from some companies from sector, especially the tech companies. It's also weighing on the market. Also, don't forget that the job report also expected that the robot will likely to trigger kind of a recession. On that note, this also forcing the will likely force the Fed to start the cutting rate in September as up as expected happening this morning that because of investors are kind of looking at the report that came from different domains, and also the good news for those in Bank of England that they've cut no rate for the first time for how many years. This is also a good one for Bank of England. Also, that have changed the sentiment, in Europe market that was seeing a mistrend in that domain. But I believe that on these data, that is going to work on this data that's going to change the market sentiment, and also fear of economic downturn is also a problem of most of the market because we are seeing already in US so that business activities report the activities of in China was also on the down direction. Also, we are seeing the same thing also in US as the as reports have reviewed. I believe that this is what is likely also to push Federal Reserve also to go into what rate cut, because I believe that will help them also to kind of trigger or kind of trigger economic activities again, because we are seeing the impact of what rate hike on the economy now that inflation also is slowing down in much of the economy. Apart from Japan, that we have seen that also an uptick in terms of inflation, and that also have also affected the Japan market. This one, I consider Japan, despite the buy interest foreign investors are having on their fixed income instrument, we are seeing that market that in that environment has also slowed down again because of what? Because of the low yen, and at the same time the hike in the interest rate is likely to attract more funds for those fixed income instruments. Don't forget rate is likely to attract more funds for those fixed income instruments. Don't forget that anywhere in the world when there's rate in a hike in what affecting the equity market, that's what we are seeing in Japan. But I believe in all, it's a good news that I think that market is also trying to usher another trend entirely in the month of August ahead of September, so that September is also a period that the market is also very dicey before we enter the last quarter of the year. I mean that this is what investors are looking at, as long as are still on results in those domains that are still coming in. But for tech company, I see that there's already a shift to local stock after this the all high cap stock in the tech industry or sector have shown a kind of disappointing number or kind of strange better that the number and come from that are important, but they are seeing that there's also it's a disappointing earnings from that important sector. It's also giving room for what for the position of portfolio and the sector rotation, like also going into the local stock and also into the company like all those consumer related companies. They can see that because when there's rate cut and there's also cost of production is cheap and price of goods also, we can see that those companies are into activities of producing consumer goods are likely to eat up in those economy. That's why you can see that consumer shuffling has also earnestly kick off in that mature economy because of what all eyes on this expected rate cut, and at the same time with this latest job report that have given a signal that that we expect to see that investors Fed is likely also to cut rate to kind of like I said earlier, to trigger economic expansion. Yes, if we look at the US, I've said earlier, US also is also in that direction that because of this weak job report, we are seeing that investors are also doing a lot of shuffling. Like I said, they are that of Apple, impressive number despite the Chinese war. Also is also playing out again on the Wall Street as we speak. Even a jump in service revenue from Apple, was still saying that yes, because of competition in China, revenues also might likely also to slow down. That is also that is bringing on what on most of the high-tech companies in that environment too. Amazon also reporting also showing that as a slowdown in what in online sales growth is also part of what's also changing the sentiment in the market. Don't forget that tech has before now pushed prices up, high cap stores, but now with the earnings that are coming, this market coming, which our market is also already mirroring that. I think that the high cap stores that push the market up, some of them because of their profit taking, those them also sell off. I think they're also bringing the market down here for a kind of opportunity down here for us, in Nigeria or NGS, for us to take a right investment decision to know where to position our portfolio right now as we speak, because a lot of sectors are reviewing value for investors. It's now done on here to know where we should pitch our tent. But I believe that because of also what is happening, escalating move in a Middle East, but I think that also reflects on the oil price. For oil price is now moving for almost straight with low. But this morning we saw a little kind of relief. Same price of crude oil looking up, gradually this morning again. Which is also not a bad one. Back to around to trade around $80.32. Say that yes, price to rebound, but in all, the oil price is heading for what for with a low. For me, they also yes, inflation has slowed down, but because of fear of discouraging issue in the Middle East, even because of fear of global demand also is now at kind of outweighing that of where they expected either cut or what or fear of distortion in supply. You can see that these are the things that's going on oil price. But I believe that back home here, as NFTs have signaled that they are likely to also to go over around about $2 million per day. If that happened here, that also a good way for government to raise revenue to run the economy. That all this firewall we are seeing in terms of policy, to slow down. If government are making good revenue, they are doing subsidy or not. This when we're able to meet our open quota and if we surpass it, it will bring more revenue for Nigeria. I believe that these are the things that we're looking at. But back home here, look at also the recent potential margin index that were released by Stanbic IBTC. I'll tell you that it shows that Nigeria economy is already contrasting, and which we are not surprised because since the increase in from January, end of January or February first meeting, we saw 200 basic point increase and 400. For we now see the latest 50. I'll tell you that it has really put the economy in a tight corner. That's why our first quarter GDP has also a sign of contraction. Now I see that we're seeing that for the month of July, their business sectors or business activity, private sector business activity has really contracted below the 50 basic point to read about 49.2. Tells that July was the worst part of that economic contract, and that's likely to continue because of what the policy system of both the physical and also the monetary policy. I think the time for they should have to rethink their strategies and also where is the economy heading towards the policy of this government, this Nigeria economy. I think for us that are in the market, but thank God to the end of our scene, despite all these smart policies, despite all this harsh economy, I think that most companies on the exchange have done well in their half-year result. It's a pointer where you and I to also to put in our portfolio for real, so that at the end of the day will be what in money. I tell you that no matter economic situation, there are industrial sectors, no matter how the economy looks so bad, there's a sector and that wants to return. That's why you don't invest and go and sleep. Look at those sectors that have the potential to create wealth for you. That is where you also beat your tent. Like today now we're looking at the oil sector result that came to the market. What is it revealing us? Last time we'll look at the result that came from the agriculture sector, talk about the Komu, Presco, and the livestock. Yeah, last time we talked also the service sector and general result. We'll talk about the Presco, Naku. Today we're looking at what the oil sector, talking about looking at before we go into looking at Total and Seplat, we want to look at what is the market not doing right away because of our time, so that it will help us to make informed investment decision. What is the market doing? Already, when you get what the market is doing, it gives you an insight of what is happening right away in terms of market data. But before that market data, I want to give us the figures so that we can get to the right position of where the market is heading to at this afternoon. For this already 12 noon after position of the market. As market rebounded, we need to know. But if not, we also need to know where the market headed. It's very, very important that we know all this so that it will help us to make informed investment decision. We fail to take decision now that we think that the month of July have changed and the market fundamentals and technicals in our market here. This sell-off have created opportunity. How can you take advantage of it? We'll discuss more on this in our question and answer session tomorrow. But before that, let's look at what is the market doing right away now. But that will give us a lot of insight on where we should put our tent as trader and investor. Once you're able to do that, I can tell that you're able to make judgment or information on where to put your tent as a trader investor. But if you don't have all this information, you all just be reading about the market, guessing, and when you are guessing, I'll tell you, you have not. It's not fair. As we speak now, the market is up, trying to rebound from 8 days straight decline. I think the market is marginally up, or let's say it's up not marginally, but market gain almost 0.3. It's just up. As we speak now, market is trading around still below the 98%, 98,000 vertical line, but market is doing 7.53, up by 257.77 basic point, presenting 0.3% in the green. For me, it's a good one. If you look at market bread this morning, I thought I see a strong market bread, 25 gainers against what? Against 6 losers. It's a positive market internal. For me, it's a good one. But let's look at the top gainers or losers. Let's start from the top losers. Like Secure is leading, followed by Natala and Japan 4.8 million shares traded so far in Japan. This is the state of the market as we speak. For quick one, let's go to the numbers so far. Let's start with Total. If I look at Total as a display on the screen now, Total, I'll tell you that these are the sectors we are seeing that oil price is rebounding, especially those that are in crude oil business, like life of the press Seplat and Wando. These are also was saw the result that came from Aradan on the OTC market yesterday. For looking at Total is also a marketing company in Nigeria. Yes, they have offshore, but it's not in this this operation or this setup. This was purely for marketing, but because also they are venturing into solar. We're seeing that their numbers are also improving. But if you look at the number that Total posted for half year, this is an impressive number, a signal where Total is going. Total is not an entry dividend paying for half year. Total dividend comes in third quarter for December reward for their shareholders. But the numbers also are giving investors an insight where Total is going for the current financial year. Looking at these numbers, I tell you anytime that price feed on earnings. And why is it because it support payout at the same time impact on price movement. Knowing that going to the future as we are seeing the economy, knowing that this sector also is essential, no matter what the price of petroleum price is in Nigeria, people still move around. That's why we're seeing today that inflation is there because of our increase in petroleum, because the essential of this product, people continue to move around, and that's also what is that there will be demand for their product. If you look at the top line of Total, move from for 6 months from 274.6 billion to 529.94 billion, representing about 93% up in the green. For me, it's a good one. This translates to about 20.57 billion in 2024 against the 8.79 billion in 2023. That represents about 134% in the green. At the end of the day, it translates to 60 naira 58 kobo earning per share against 25 naira 88 kobo in 2023. You can forecast easily from these earnings of 60 naira 58 kobo to have at the end of the year something less than 130 naira earning per share. On this note, we expect a good business. That means the price of Total today, for those that are thinking medium and long, is a thing that you have to also look at, because the price is going and look at what also is happening concerning their small share in issue. For what that this stock is not that move always because of the shareholding structure is tight, and for you to make 100,000 shares to trade the price, most times it's also not there. But for those that are thinking medium and long, nothing stop you going the world report. We'll discuss more on this on Saturday question and answer session. But if you look at also other part of the report, if you go to look at the retained earnings of Total for the period, I'll tell you that retained earnings for Total also was up from 55.91 billion in 2023 to 67.97 billion in 2024. But looking at the cash flow, which is very, very key, I would say in this class that when cash flow is looking up, it's looking for, that's the top for the company. But if you look at cash flow of Total, I'll tell you that it's still negative, but the good news is that the negative is reducing. In 2023, at this period of half year, they posted a negative cash flow of 13 billion naira. But right now, it has gone low to a negative position of 540.9 million. This is a good improvement. That means subsequent we have to see the cash flow turning into positive, which is a good one for Total. This is the state of Total as to speak. But another one that is very, very important here is Seplat. And Seplat here is so long to relate to Wando, because Wando and Seplat are in the same business. And Arada, look at Arada that Kimarada has about almost look at the number about 78 billion for Arada in terms of their top line, and that of also that of this Seplat now to move. Seplat moved from 278.33 to 575.1 1 billion in 2024, which is also a good one for me. That represented about 107% up in the green. This also at the end of the day, translate to what or boil down or improve to what we call and profit after tax of 68.1 billion against 42.03 billion in 2023. It's about 62% up in the green. But at the end of the day, we look at what is the profit margin of Seplat. Profit margin of Seplat moved from down from 15% in 2023 to 12. But at the end of the day, in internationally, as I said, it must be 10% and above. I can see that even at 12%, it's still above the normal standard that your period, your what you say was your profit margin must be above 10%, which was seen over Seplat reading 12% for me against 15. It's a good one. But if you look at EPS for Seplat, this is also a good thing that you have to look at. 94 naira 46 kobo for half year against 37 naira 60 kobo in 2024. At the end of the day, you can forecast 200 naira easily for Seplat for 2024 financial year because crude oil price has started to rebound. That's what I said earlier. It's about 4 weeks global. Consider it has remained above $80. No matter the fluctuation we're seeing. Who is good if Nigeria can come back to 2 million barrels by day, and we're seeing the Seplat number looking good, and also that of Paradise. I tell you that Owando remains a place that investor that has long-term or medium-term mind to stay. Why I say so that if you look at the result that they are released on Nigeria Stock Exchange so far in this year, I'll tell you that the company that posted the highest turnover or anything turnover top line is Owando. Owando is looking at posted 3.4 trillion naira for the audited account that ended the unaudited account that ended in December, which all eyes are known in this month of August to see your audited account, and all eyes are still on Owando first quarter and half year result in September. This will give you a clear, and also don't forget that Owando have recently acquired property or asset of Aji. You know that remember all those Bayelsa area, that inland area is where Aji operates, and Aji has a lot of business there. And also I think that this was going to impact more on Owando's earnings. For me, any pullback in Owando, if not this price, it's a place for you to position. That means as an investor or trader, these are the sectors that I look at. I've said that sector rotation will continue. We'll see what is happening in the banking sector. Is it a place for you to stay now? What strategy to play banking sector? We'll see data that came from insurance. Insurance have beat market expectation in terms of number that hit the market so far, from the half year result. That will open your eyes. Look at also the service sector, like we saw what happened in NACO, SACO, Cabaton, all those. Also look at the number that came from bank, the one that came from bank so far, the one that came from ETI, FCMB. You can see the number that came from also Roma Bank that are giving an insight to what we expect for the bank, especially as focused and what on the first tier bank. I believe that numbers will help us also as investors to know how to also build our attention. Because of our time, we can look at what is happening, looking at the chart again. If you look at this chart now right away, you can see that there's already a sign of market rebound. After 8 straight days, that is more than 1 week. You can see that market. You can see here the market has been on a downtrend all this while, but today we are seeing the market coming back in green. But relatively, volume is still relatively small because it's below this line. Anything above the line is trading above the average as speed below. But I believe that before the end of the day, we'll see more. But it's a good news that the last trading of the week, which is almost the second day, in the new month, also we are seeing that the market is looking up. We'll tell you more of August performance as is it a worst performing month or a best performing month. What are strategies for you to invest in the month of August as we go look up to meet tomorrow in question and answer session. Before then, let's look at our indicator to tell us what is the state of the market now in terms of momentum and all those stuff, so that you know exactly what is happening. Seeing that we're seeing investors taking advantage of the pullbacks for 8 days to position, which are reflected on the numbers of gainers already in the market, which are the market breadth is positive at this time. Let's look at what is our T-line telling us at this point. Where is the market position with T-line? Is it a place to see hold, or is it time for you to jump? You need to understand all this. I think details will be discussed in our coming class in our class by Saturday. We'll discuss more on this class tomorrow by God's grace at 12 noon to know exactly what to buy and what to sell in the market. But I believe that as we speak now, if you look at this T-line, which is the one up here, the green one here, the market is still below the T-line as we speak. Because market is below the T-line, all you don't need to do is just for you to wait that market once they cross it, so that market has become strong again. But this is the time that I can see below the T-line, but I can see that it's coming. I always say that the market always find way to cross. Even though when the market is up here, you want to come down. When it's down, you want to also cross, because this is the gravity the market is using. I believe that as market cross here again, that was signal. But good thing that market is already in green to kind of resist decline. I believe that as we see more data, or as more data, also market that digest the earnings directly so far, we see that market is likely to turn in the right direction any moment from now. But I believe that month August, seeing what the change we saw in July, August might be another missed month that will put the opportunity for you to make money. At the same time, that will usher into what the last month of October, last month of third quarter. That October will now be the month of any season for third quarter. That will usher in also the last quarter of the year. For me, there's no cause for alarm. But before we call it a day, let's quickly look at one stock here, which I will say, let me look at the Okomu oil. We're seeing movement in Okomu oil right away now. What's the position of Okomu oil? Let's see Okomu, what the chart saying about Okomu. You can see the movement here now. This stock can remain above the T line here. You can see it where it is now. You can see where it is as we speak now. You can see also MACD is becoming bullish here. You can see where it has crossed today. And money flow is reading what? They're reading at 78. This on the daily chart. If you look at your weekly chart also, 1 hour chart, you can see also that the stock also has made a good move here. You can see once it crossed the red line, an uptrend. You can see that the histogram is turning up, pointing up, and money flow is already 100 in 1 hour chart. But quickly look at the 4 hour chart before I quickly look at the one that they rebounded. You can see that the market for me is not for story. The story Okomu for me is looking good. You can see that the money flow across 50, 51. You can see the direction we are seeing already in this stock. Let's quickly look at the Owando again. I see potential in this stock. That's why when I look at it, I smile that investors that have taken decision on this stock are really in the right place to smile soon. We are seeing improvement around, and we are seeing the news coming left and right. This Owando on 4 hours chart, you can see that has rebounded to trade above the T line here. You can see it pulled back for profit taking after touching almost at 57. 27.20. You can see that it pulled back, but now it's resisting decline. That trend already, you can see it yesterday small. Today now you can see it here up here. You can see also that your histogram, your MACD has turned up again. The sign of money, also money flow that's coming down also reverse to read the word to read 83. For me, it's a good one. But quickly look at 1 hour chart for Owando so that you can see your 1 hour chart pure. You can see after pulling back all the way from there, you can see the reversal above T line. You can also see what you are seeing here. This histogram also tells us that it's also accelerating up here. You can see that the way it's going, and money flow is also reading above 50 to reach 62. For me, it's a good one for the stock. On this note, I'll say thank you. See you on Monday, hopefully by God's grace, for our question and answer. We'll discuss more on these earnings and how to take position on the strength of these numbers. Bye. See you on Monday.